Inakuwaje watu wangu nguvu, mimi ni presenter Ali, your entertainment PA, and by the way the air is always for amazing. Siku zote natia bidii kuhakikisha kwamba nakuletea stories tofauti. And of course on another episode of the presenter Ali show niko na Juliani aka Julius Owino aka Abdul Jabbar. Vipi bro?
Ni hali.
Ukoaje?
Nashukuru sana.
Good to see you maze.
Bless man.
Hata mimi niko fresh nashukuru. Naona baridi, usikii baridi kabisa.
Sisikiangi baridi. I don't know why. Hardly.
No, really?
Hardly, yeah.
Ama umekulia place kuna baridi?
No, not really. Sisikii, as long as maybe akiamka asubuhi na tizi nini, but hardly nasikia baridi.
Unapiga tizi sana? I think that's why. Nasikiaga kwamba watu wa tizi hawasikiagi baridi.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, hardly nasikia baridi. Nikisikia baridi jua kuna baridi.
Yeah. And interesting thing pia nimeona you drink coffee with no sugar.
Yeah, anything without sugar.
Everything.
Because sugar mess up your taste buds, so you can't taste the coffee in the coffee.
So the coffee was meant to taste
even
like
tea,
that.
you can never taste tea with like siu bandi chumvi ni poa, of course, at least in a enhance, but skari in my opinion inaribu
the coffee
flavor, the core flavor of everything. So you so you never taste things, and your tongue is sugar in itself. So kama kitu ni kali ina adopt, there's a way ina adopt. Na pia of course even health issues.
So ushazoea usikiage kiwa kali?
Na mi familia wife nini, we don't take sugar, and it's and health wise pia it makes sense.
Wow, amazing. So the main story ambayo imetuleta hapa kwanza ni kwa sababu we saw the other day when Azimio waliita Diamond Platnumz for the performance.
Yes.
And the first you are among the first people to react, and you said kwamba Diamond performing actually here in Kenya for that show was distasteful. Ni kitu gani ambacho kilikuwa kwa akili yako that time when you posted that?
I think first of all every ticket is ODA, I mean Azimio, UDA, wame rally around youth, around local content, around vitu zote. So at that particular moment, of course Diamond anaweza perform anytime anataka. I mean his most views are from Kenya anyway. So huwezi sema ti, unaona, but the truth is if you pushing a message around local content, local grown, local whatever, that wasn't the right timing to do it. So most of the artists kulingana na MCSK, just music peke yake ni watu ka 10-15,000 members. Na ujaongea kuhusu the cameraman, the value chain around it, director. You haven't talked about even the fashionista. You haven't talked about all these people who daily wana fight kuwa seen, kuwa hard, ku appreciate that hata ile kazi wanafanya ni so hiyo ilikuwa the messaging wasn't right. Having him there wasn't right. I manish Diamond in mbaya, I manish Azimio in mbaya. Maybe they planned that previously a month ago or whatever. But the messaging around it wasn't right. That's the only thing I had issues with. Kwa artists, I realize ukicheki last week Karun Dana Seda anaitwaje jamaa wangu, wase wengi yani walikuwa na comment about how ni aje, why is that always first of all ukiingia everywhere unasikia tu ni muziki za nje na I manage that was work hard, I manage that we don't have talent and whatever. So ni better to sometimes ukificha hiyo uchitu kidogo tu for that particular timing,
for that particular moment.
Otherwise the rest of the time inaweza kudu sawa. Ni entertainment, ni as a businessman. So that timing wasn't there. The timing wasn't right.
For me, for someone else anaweza kafikiria akasema kwamba I think Magufuli, Mungu aleze roho yake mahali pema peponi, alitumia the same strategy. Alichukua wasanii ambao walikuwa na perform vizuri pale nyumbani and wakampatia some impact kwenye elections, and Diamond Platnumz is also performing well in Kenya. Maybe hiyo ndio ilikuwa strategy ya Raila. I
mean strategy yao iko sawa. I'm not saying that they're well. I'm sure ni watu wanajua what they're doing. So but is the if you enda kwa hizo WhatsApp sama artist no nini alinitumia message akasema hivi artist wengi walinitumia message ni aje. So if yes you value art, and I know Azimio value art, they value the culture and they value that, but hiyo tu hiyo act yake iliharibia everything else that they've been trying to say, which and I know for a fact that they are keen in trying to get art and culture involved in everything, you know. So the issue wasn't them. Whoever made that decision at that particular time, I could taste kwa taste buds za artists za watu creative, especially if you want their vote.
Nimekupata.
Unless ulikuwa unasema wale walikuwa na entertain at that particular time walikuwa na matter, and this group of people who were voters.
Wow.
Unaona, so unless, and I kwa hii election every vote, I said earlier, every vote counts. So you want my vote, and mimi ni msem Kenya, and mimi niko kwa hii space, so I want you nidanganye at least kidogo, hata ukinikatia si lazima nidanganye hata kidogo, nipeleke hoteli poa. So hiyo pata ikuwa hiyo tu.
According to Eric Omondi, I think niliona post yake alikuwa anasema kwamba you know the main reason why we are having artists huko nje wanaitwa is basically because they live a lifestyle of entertainment, that is showbiz, but wa Kenya tuko chini kwa hiyo sector. Do you think that's a point?
No, hiyo si point. Na I mean there is different tiers of artists. There is the A, B, C, D. Na hata E ukitaka, unaona. So akina Burna Boy they wanna go beyond borders. Diamond beyond borders. And then there's artists wako hapa, so if you can't even finance your own song, well, mbona udanganya wase? Unaona, so
very true.
So and also another thing, kama ni entertainment doesn't necessarily mean being flashy and having a lot of money. Entertainment inaweza kuwa what Kena does, what Abel Mtua does. In entertainment, what so entertainment doesn't have to be flashy, and I really love Kenyans na hiyo because entertainment ni diverse sana. Kuna msetu anapenda watch ball in entertainment. So why is it that always we perceive entertainment as being flashy? Because hiyo ndio Kenya I assume
Eric anamaanisha
being flashy. What Eric can do no comedian can do. You outwardliness. Many people can't do that, and that's why Eric Omondi ni Eric Omondi. Unaona, Flago ni
part of it.
Flago ni different, akona different characters. Mimi different, mimi napenda kitu simple, but I like certain touch, you know. So every kuna place for everybody. So you can't say this is the only
way to do something.
Now if you look at Tanzania can only one or two. When I look at your posts, Tanzanian posts, they always talk about only two individuals. Yet there is Nay, kuna artist
Rostam, true.
I say what? So why is it that and the same like politics, there's only two individuals. So there's this level, but also there's this level. So you can't just say this is the only standard that exists ya kumeasure kama kitu ni poa ama si poa.
Wow, amazing sana. Now we are in an era whereby the social media is actually used to gauge how big you are. Unajua kitambo people would just sit down, listen to your music and really tell kwamba this artist is good. But right now we are in social media, and tukizungumzia social media wants that flashy because many artists are after numbers, are after followers, are after subscribers, and it looks like your flashiness ndo inafanya social media ikukubali. Do you think it's a disadvantage to the artist?
The person who owns IG has less followers than Ronaldo. The person who owns Twitter has more Ronaldo has more followers than him. Elon Musk has more followers than him. So why is it that that's not the only way of measuring? So of course if you have more subscribers,
viewers,
it's a revenue stream. So it's okay, it's a revenue stream. It's niki get huko na I'm sure say 200 plus, ndio subscribers. So inamaanisha 200,000, ndio. Wacha ni clear. And then so una make do yako hapo every quarter. Wasona advertise kwa page yako, so una make do yako every quarter. Maybe msee anataka wende mu interview na kupay, ndio. Una make do yako every quarter. So if you identify all the revenue streams, sawa, but it's not the only revenue stream.
Okay.
Unaona, so me as an artist, I look at my revenue streams and how to make money, and I've been doing it for the last 5 years. Because it's always dependent on people liking you. That's not a business.
Okay.
It should be dependent on value you present, what people perceive as value, not just likes. Because I anaweza natembea uchi hapa na get likes. Does that mean kuna value?
Hakuna. Wow. Amazing. That's very deep. Looking at, because actually many young people just want likes, followers, subscribers, and for you, I don't think it's ever an issue, because nikiangalia hata ngoma zako, we can't say they have the most views, you have the most numbers, but would you say that you've kept yourself in a position whereby you're able to earn?
I'm able to earn. The problem that we had initially, sisi was there, sisi ndio was there, and I'm only 15. Ndio nimeanza actually, ndio nimeanza because for the last 15 years of my career ilikuwa ni experiment. So nikifunga street tao ilikuwa experiment. Nikifanya sijui wapi is an experiment. I was trying to figure out
what works.
What is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so weekend peke yake, because industry yetu iko based na weekends. So the truth is, you have to first of all identify the revenue streams, and revenue streams zile tuko nazo ilikuwa dependent on a phone call. It wasn't dependent on having a product, having a service that you can sell consistently for the next 20 years, or building a brand that can bring value over time. So sisi ilikuwa based on hits. So if you don't have a hit, inamaanisha you get gigs. If you don't have followers, ama utrend, you get gigs. So hiyo ndio ilikuwa, that's how our industry is model ya business. Now that shouldn't work. It should be that, but also should be other identify other values that itaweza tu ita make sure that you make it do consistently. So hizo ndio we have been trying to figure out for the less. And also put targets. So let's say my target is in the next 5 years, valuation, everything I do, my music and everything is $100 million. So if that's the need, so I work backwards from there, trying to create how am I going to achieve that within the revenue streams, whatever. So hizo ndio mimi naangalia vitu, siangalii based on based on nikistoa song, because there's always a song bigger than yours, but I'm looking at impact. So song yangu Tawala mpaka sasa it's still impactful. Exponential potential is still impactful. So you can't take that away from when I go to a space, people still know my face, they know who I am. I always reverse your thing, about
because of the value you created.
It's about value. Niko Eisenhower fellow, niko kwa board ya WWF, niko kwa board ya Naila, not because of, I only measure because of dough peke yake. Otherwise dough sina cash flow, it doesn't mean I'm broke.
No.
Kama sina cash flow, it doesn't mean I'm broke. Naweza kuwa na revenue but sina cash flow.
Okay. Napiga story leo na Juliani, and I'm getting to learn many things kwa mtu ambaye amekuwa kwenye industry sana. Juzi nikiwa, I think ni jana ama ni juzi. Ni jana nikiwa place inaitwa Wama Africa. Sijui kama unijui, kwa hapa Lavington. I met someone and he was like we were just having a normal conversation, and he told me I'm a sprout from something, from project that you started in Dandora. Tell us about it. Kuna studio pale Dandora.
Tulienda Dandora Hip Hop City. So that's one of the experiments I did. So we went tulienda Dandora, tulibuy 3-story building kwa dam site. Tuka set up center for young people. So kama ni entrepreneur, kama ni musician, tuko na studio for wewe hapo, tuko na space, whatever you want to do, kuna resources, kuna network, so whatever you want to do ejibambe, unaona. And we figure out the right tuning for it to succeed. Because venye sisi tulikamla uko fulani Maumau, ilikuwa na kabahati nasibu ku succeed. But now how can we repeat that success, saying, hey Juliani, we have realized that this is what you did to succeed. Can we replicate the same to other artists, to other entrepreneurs, to other whatever? So for me, I believe institutions can repeat success. If you build institutions, then you can repeat the success. But if you focus on inspiration peke yake, I can inspire masses, but I can only inspire as far. But if I build institutions, then I can repeat that success easily. So that's why we built up Dandora Hip Hop City, the center, and we have other things we are trying to build that could create value to you, that tunaweza repeat success over the next 50 years, 100 years after we are gone. You know?
For you, what does real success mean for you, you know, as an artist? Is it hits, albums, ama ni hiyo impact ambayo unazungumzia, ama
freedom?
Okay,
yeah, real success ni freedom. So naweza tembea hapa ndio nataka, naweza kuwa na, naweza lala Nyeri, naweza lala Majuu. Freedom, the freedom to even think. So uko limited about how, I'm not saying you particularly, I'm just saying kama kali. Majority of us are limited to what we can think, based on, first of all, what people think of us, based on what we think of ourselves, and based on what the society has told us to be. So for example, meaning your success, meaning your God, meaning your relationships, meaning your identity as a man or a woman, a professor and whatever. So for me, the way naongea na wewe hivi sasa, nikienda kwa room, nikiingia kwa room ya CEOs, naongea the same way. The freedom to be myself at any particular moment and to be consistent in who I am.
Wow.
That's real success. So inamaanisha any idea niko nayo kwa brain, I can easily try it out. That's first ni freedom. Second ni access.
Okay.
Real success ni access. So if I have access to, let's say sahi niko na idea kadhaa nime implement, and I'm trying to raise, let's say $2 million,
yes,
to build my career for the next 5 years, so that in the next 5 years I would so I can't get that money in the bank because capital is expensive. I can't get that money from friends because lazima nike security.
Kweli. So
access also is an issue to measure success, in my opinion. So if there is access to try and to do and to imagine, to even imagine and dream, that's real success. So hizo vitu mbili, freedom and access.
Coming up as an artist, wakati ambapo ulikuwa unakuja ama unakuja ile time star sasa ndio ilikuwa inaanza kushine, I think would you say that you felt the need for that freedom? Because looking at now from a fan's perspective, naweza nikahisi kwamba pengine wasanii are most of the people ambao we think they have freedom but they lack it this way. One, unaogopa kutembea town, watu wakuone, watu watakuonaje, unapanda matatu wewe unajulikana. Do you think it's something you ever, you know, battled with?
Yeah, because unajua there is perception of what people expect you to be.
Yeah.
So when it happened, nilibuy Benz hapo. When it happened, singiangi places zingine, but nika realize. Anyway, so let me just say it like this: you can only go as far as you can only take people as far as where you've been. Unaona? So kama hujaifika pale huwezi peleka wase. So the same na music. So if I can't, I have to go through a heartbreak. Ndio nikitoa ngoma ya heartbreak, it makes sense kwa ule msashai go through heartbreak. So I can never take you where I've never been. So when I was starting out, I identified myself based on what people I assumed people want me to be.
Okay.
So I felt like to be a star. First of all, tukianza Dandora ilikuwa lazima uwe the best rapper.
Lazima uwe na mistari kali
kuliko. So ukaenda kwa the best rapper, nikawin my competition na niko kwa fulani mamao. And then umekuwa the best rapper, unaambiwa lazima uwe na single kwa radio. Una wakadu na ukaeka single kwa radio kama number 1. Lazima uonekane kwa gazeti. Tukaenda kwa gazeti. Ukaambiwa wewe sasa wewe ni superstar.
Lazima uwe na watu. Oh yeah.
Nikaenda ka starlet hapo. Lazima uwe ndio, lazima ukienda kwa ofisi lazima utapewa ile do, utapatiwa do kulingana na gari yako venye inakaa. Lazima get Benz. Nika get vitu mbili, Benz hapo ka convertible hapo. But the goal is in a shift.
Okay. Every time you achieve something.
Yani sasa una achieve, sasa lazima wewe ni Juliani, sasa inamaanisha you're known nationally, people know who you are. Sasa now lazima uende international. Nikakuwa signed to a record label.
Yeah, the first artist kusainiwa na UK label,
kasainiwa record label. I was the first artist to even win $1 million in a whatever Kisima Awards. So hizo vitu zote always do ina change goalpost. Nikasema wait a minute. Like as a person, is this, it feels good, but the truth is this is not who I want to be. So but also I have to go through an identity crisis myself and and look at who I was. So I think I realized that when I was 33.
Okay.
Then I realized, hey, sasa now from 2017 I came up with a 10-year plan, what I want to achieve, my goals, my dreams. Now individually who I want to be. Nikaacha shuge, nikaacha hii. So now if you talk to me right now, I can only take you where I've been, and I can only take you what I've experienced. So that's what the whole thing
Wow.
So wezi niambia mimi ni dungome ya love every time. Ama tuna sahi kila mtu ana dungome ya pombe, unaona? and so if that's where your lifestyle is, iko sawa, because akina Isa kimba kusukani kila time, that was the experience. That's where they have been, so they can't take you beyond that. But wasa yuko fulani mama akiwaambia kusuma shida tunauliwa, that's what they know. So mimi sasa nimefika place, mimi ni mbuyu, mimi ni husband, mimi ni I'm entrepreneur, I'm trying to invest, I'm trying to do all this. Nimego through mashida, niko na madeni, niko na manini. I can only take you
through what you've been through. Wow. Amazing. Looking at your time in you were trying to chase something, what would you say was, your lowest moment? Was it when you achieved or when you didn't achieve?
My lowest moment nilikuwa nikiwa mtaani sina kitu. That's the lowest moment. Beyond that, anything beyond that has been the most amazing experience ever.
Wow.
Because ukiwa kwa mtaani hivi kwa mawe, haujui nani simu, hata ujulikani, nobody cares about you. Ukiuliwa saa hii, nobody even karawa kikuua shoot hapo, you'll just be one of those thugs. That was my lowest moment.
Wow.
But the day I identified my voice, nikajua mimi Juliani, mimi rapper, I became so confident in who I am. From that day on, yani mpaka saa hii, I've never had lowest moment. I've had bad experiences, good experiences, but I've never had low moments.
Umezungumzia ukasema kwamba right now we ni mbuyu, we ni father. Tell us about your kwa ufupi tu, najua pengine ungetaka kuingilia ndani. Tell us about your family.
So niko na two kids. Niko na Amo, my first whatever child, and a second one.
Wow. Na
nilimpata juzi tu.
No way.
So I know hiyo ndio nilikuwa kuuliza, but iko tu sawa.
What?
Good.
Wait, ulimpata na ulimpata
na Lilian.
No way. Mbona hatujui hii story?
Because you don't need to jua no. See,
what?
Unajua sahi though. We got a baby, so
Ni boy ama ni dem?
Ni boy.
So now wewe uko ni baba wa Kadem na Kachari. How is the experience of father looking at the other one, like as a father? Kuna tofauti ya kulea dem na boy?
The truth is, you as a father hauko involved sana, ni kujidai tu hapa, but kusema kweli as a madam to yana go through a lot. You experience the experience a woman goes through to even give before the 9 months, and then after they get, and then by the time they get to themselves, and you experience to watching it from outside, any experience heavy sana for a woman, so it makes me to think twice about how we treat women, how we talk to women, my perception about women, because mwanaume has go through your kitu na come. Women go through a lot to build, but at the same time they wanna derive so much joy and whatever from it that ujui gani. But as a father, when you're a spectator too, that's the truth. You can derive joy and everything from it because but the whole experience, physically, emotionally, a mother goes through that more than a man.
Wow. You've been in relationships kwa maisha yako. Once didn't work out na kuna zile ambazo zime work out.
There's nothing that doesn't work out, bro. Everything works out. Everything works out for good for those who believe, man. There's nothing wrong.
Kwa hiyo kusema kwamba ulikuwa kwa relationship ambayo haikuendelea, you wouldn't say it didn't work out.
It didn't endelea as that kwa hiyo office, but it transcended to something else. Something beautiful. uko na mtoi, there's this person that you know now for the rest of your life that you have to be kind to. You see them in a different light, you appreciate who they are. There's this person that you have that I've never been in this space before. I got married before.
True.
I have a different experience about a relationship, so now I'm looking at it differently. So it only transcends. It never changes. You never have a bad experience or good. It always transcends. So in life, there is no bad or good the way you want to look at it. We just have experiences. Now, these experiences over time, based on how you choose to look at them, itako value or not.
Okay. Wow, amazing. How is your relationship with your daughter?
Iko poa, it can be better because ya distance, place yuko nini.
Ayuko Nairobi.
Ayuko Nairobi, but madhaki yako helpful. I try as much kuongea na yeye. I try as much kumuona every month. So she's my daughter, so hiyo ni heavy.
What would you say there's something that you've learned in relationships that you've learned about yourself that you're trying to work on?
Mimi nilikuwa bure, in relationship. I was a good man, I wasn't a godly man.
Relationships.
In relationships, even in relationship now, and I'm trying to learn of it. I learn more about myself. Mimi ni kichwa ngumu. I'm not as expressive, but I've also realized that love is not a burden. It shouldn't be a burden to the other person. It's like I always say, mini spectator our life, so I can't burden them, somebody else with the heaviness ya love, where na expect unipende, unifanye hivi. I'm here to experience you, so nasikia bien actually some hivyo before, na ku experience na kuangalia hivi niko like wow, you are a thing I see there, and I appreciate you for who you are, and I appreciate the processes that you go through every day. Every morning ukiamka uko na feelings, hauna ma feelings, uko happy, you're not happy,
but hizo ma feelings ni part of the experience.
Is experiences. Ni kama venye ukiona TV, mbona uka hivi chini unaangalia TV, movie unaangalia series for you're experiencing that thing. So that's the same thing na relationship. Yani God amekuprivilege umse ku accept kwa space yako. So si utaka kujiingiza kwa hiyo
kwa hiyo
my love, my nini, my problems. No. Sit back. Even in meditation we say everything is third party, and look at it from that experience. Then you'll experience the scars, you'll experience the beauty, you'll experience everything.
You see, today, let me tell you, today I went through your Insta stories and I saw something you posted, I think 2 years ago, and you were saying something about look at the objects around you, look at the shapes, look at their color, and imagine I did that, and for a second I think I was zoned out and feeling very relaxed.
Consciousness, inaitwa consciousness.
Okay.
Seen mazombi msee. Every day people are walking around mazombi. They're living in their minds. We don't live conscious lives. So everything what the mind does is that it repeat previous information over and over. So kaivi anything kwa brain yako ni past. Ni kitu li happen, sio kitu mpya. It's stored information. So you stored information when unakaa hivi tukiota ni stored information playing over and over. So consciousness inamaanisha niko hapa
na uko hapa,
niko hapa. So inamaanisha nikirealize ile ni red na yona as red, and then naiacha na realize ile ni black, ile ni black. Hiyo ni conscious. Niko aware of my surrounding, niko aware of my breathing, niko aware of myself, niko aware of God, niko aware of you, niko aware of this. Hiyo ni consciousness, and you have to be intentional about it. So msiana za kwa amekaa hivi but hayuko na mind yake iko.
At what point in your life pengine did you just start getting this whole consciousness?
No, but it's in the Bible, it's everywhere, bro. That's because Bible says be transformed by the renewal of your mind.
Wow.
Bible is nasema hivyo. Bible nasema I've given you the spirit of power. I've not given you the spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of sound mind. Bible nasema I've given you authority over all the power of the enemy. I've given you authority. So unamaanisha everything is, so even your body is not you. Yourself, hizi vitu zote ni from skeleton to nerves to flesh, hizi ni layers. So you need to look at it from that point of view, not from this point of view, from that point of view, and then you'll experience it. You'll experience pain differently, you'll experience love differently, you'll experience quietness differently, you'll experience the other people differently.
Wow.
Yeah.
Looking at your relationship with Lilian hapo awali, there's a point ilifika and it was all over the social media, but ikafikia muda hiyo story yote ikasubside, ikaingia chini ya maji. Was it intentional for you?
Ajiku
kuna muda tulikuwa tunaona picha za harusi, yani kila kitu ukifanya ilikuwa inatokea, wewe na Lilian kifanya ilikuwa kwa mtandao, lakini ikafika mahali ni kama ukaiweka chini ya maji.
Sijafanya kitu yote around the relationship. I've never done anything intentionally. Me, the only thing that happened, I met the person last year. It happened. I've never went out of my way to post. I've posted, of course, when you pia post mrembo wako, msemi post mrembo wake, just to show pia ujishow pia ni mwanaume, unaona.
But it's been a moment to post, eh?
Because I don't need to post. I post when I feel like. I don't. Sina contract na watu ni post, unaona. But the truth is, ili trend because of how people wanted to, walikuwa nda kuipackage. Ikaeni kama sijui mimi ni nani huko, sijui nini li happen. Ilikuwa ndio gazeti ziuzwe, ilikuwa lazima ikuwe na a certain angle. But the truth is, so ilikuwa ni watu wali magnify, but I've never posted something intentionally to either hurt somebody or to show people sijui nini. I've never done that.
And people would say kwamba na walipatana haraka, wako wana haraka. What would you respond to that?
If you leave consciousness, bro, everything ni right consciousness. It's in a place of consciousness, bro.
Everything
consciousness.
Wow.
So inamaanisha, that's why I'm saying initially I was a good man. I wasn't a godly man. A good man means that you do everything right.
Okay.
You try to do. So inamaanisha you're always acting. You're always trying to act.
Yeah.
Unaona, everything is calculated. Unaona, that's a good man. Mbele ya watu.
Yeah.
A conscious person do their best and surrender.
So at times when you don't do what people expect you to do or what people perceive as the right thing, you're just okay.
No, I don't even consider people in the first place when I'm making things happen. I don't put people at the calculate at watu watafikiriaji. No, you don't do that. I go back to myself. God anataka nifanye nini at this particular time. Of course kuna certain things that I would like to be better or whatever, but the truth is, when you binadamu, man, I'm 38 years old. Nimekuwa hapa 38, hakuna dunia imekuwa hapa million of years. Mbona najidai mjuaji kuliko hii dunia, unaona? So I can only go back to God, understand what he wants of me, have patience to wait for it. But I never put people in. I never say nani atafikiriaje, because I even know wanakufikirianga based on the limited experiences. So mse kama hajai enda shule atakujudge based on kutoenda shule. Mse akienda mpaka university atakujudge based na mpaka kwenda university. Mse hajai enda
university, they
always use you based on, they always respond based on their optics, on their experiences. Nobody ever sees you from a pureness point of view.
Wow.
So that's why ukifanya mtu kitu anadhani wewe unandharau aje. Ana react based on venye anajiona.
Wow.
Wewe mdharau.
Hata labda ujui kama umemkosea.
Wewe umefanya tu kitu bahati mbaya. Wewe umefanya tu kitu at that particular time. Wewe unanichukulia ngaji. Wewe unaona mimi ni mfala. Wewe no, yeye ana react based on venye anajiona. Yeye anajiona yeye ni fala. So yeye anadhani wewe unamchukua yeye ni fala.
Wow. Hey, I think this is one of the deepest conversations ambazo nishai kuhave na mtu. Lakini nataka kujua, people normally say that everything, in life has a price. What do you think has been the price that you've had to pay, to be Juliani?
Hakuna man. Hakuna. Everything is free, bro. Man. That's the beauty of understanding your God, man. There's no Christ only pay price kwa cross. There's no price I'm paying, bro. The only thing I need to do is aligning. So God and I expect nikwe this person. As long as I align to his will, niko sawa. If river and hivi na when the opposite the river, sita get
utakuwa unarudishwa nyuma.
But what if follow hiyo nini?
Utaenda fresh kabisa.
Hata unidi kunini, hata ukienda swimming lessons, kasa hiyo ukiamba swimming lesson, naomba ngajiachilie tu.
True.
Because unapanda
juu.
Ukijiachilia tu hivi kwa swimming. So that's the problem we because we were taught all through our lives, life is difficult. So you have to work hard, you have to push. No, you have to do your best and surrender. And that's what God and expect of us. Because everything God has on for us, He has planned for us, planned for bright future, planned for good. And there is nothing we can do even to deserve favor yake.
Wow.
There is nothing you can ever do to earn favor of God. There is nothing you can ever do. By the time you bump into what you're doing right now, wewe si bright hivyo.
Yeah, true.
Ulijipata siku moja umeinterview msee ikashika before you know it,
something just happened.
Wewe ulikuwa unataka ufanye media, uende KTN,
that's
standard
true.
media, uget ka job gazeti, next time maybe uko kwa TV uonekane ukifanya habari. That's what your plan, because you can only see your plans based on your limited view and your limited vision. What God has plans for you, bro. The plans God had for you, you can never see. Me nikiwa Dandora nimeka hivi Dandora, hata ningeulizwa, hata ningeambiwa sasa kuwa dream, the biggest dream you can ever have, I would have never even dreamt to be who I am today, because you can only see as limited to your surrounding and your four senses as a human being. So that's why you need to depend on God.
Nikuulize tu, if have you ever thought of it about life this way? If you didn't make it as an artist, pengine what would you be? Ama ungekuwa wapi?
Me, I've never been anything else, bro. Now I'm everything else. But initially, because the art is not even about a job and a career. Art is about the ability to kujiangalia. And that's why it was sad for me yani kwa education system wakichuja arts. Because art gives you the ability to be retrospective. Uko keen about things. So just by being, imagine nilikaa chini kwa room, nikaandika utawala. Now iko everywhere. People imagine putting those words together. Sinimeka tu kwa room hivi peke yangu. So at what mental state do I need to be at to write exponential potential? And then nikitoa hivi nje, kila mtu anafeel ni kama hii ni song yangu. Huyu jamaa anaongea kunihusu, unaona? So imagine so the art gives you that ability to be retrospective, to see things differently, to observe, to be keen. So when that happens, then you can be everything. So me sahi, mimi ni entrepreneur, mimi naweza kuambia kuhusu finance, naweza kuambia kuhusu governments and governance, naweza kuambia kuhusu anything sahi. Just by map naweza kuambia anything about engineering, naweza kuambia anything. The ability to be retrospective and to think and to observe, is what art gives you, no? So even if I wasn't, even ningekuwa engineer, bado ningekuwa the same personality, identity, because the world is based on that. It's based on identity and personality. It's not based on anything else. Even engineer anaweza somea the same thing, but when you apply ni different each person, because that's what art is. So everybody's an artist, and that's why God has said, I created you in my own image. So wherever you unafanyanga interviews zako, it's totally different from anybody else.
Sure.
Hata mpatiwe the same mic, the same nini, the same whatever, you will do it differently than anybody else. So we are afraid to always take that step to be ourselves, because we always afraid of the unknown, afraid of ourselves. We have never met ourselves, unaona. So nimeenda sana.
Wow. Wow. Ukiangalia sasa wewe mwenyewe kama kwa career yako, tukianza ulisema ndo umeanza. What would you say is your next mountain? Yani is your next something very huge that you want to achieve? Do you have that in your mind ama?
Yeah. Valuation yangu in everything I do in the next 5 years, we want it to be $100 million financially.
Wow.
I would like impact and influence in deciding the tastes of and the direction the country, Africa specifically, naenda. So for that to happen, you have to have things to negotiate with. Ni kama God alikuwa anaambia say uko na nini kwa mkono kabla apatiane 5000 fish, sijui nini, huyu jamaa alikuwa na 2 fish 5 loaves or whatever, si ndio?
Yeah.
So what we are doing is trying to create hizo vitu mbili tuko nazo. Uko na nini kwa mkono? So mimi niko na hii niko na talent, niko na community projects, niko na businesses. So hizi ni bakuli so the bigger the bakuli, the more unaweza serviwa, si ndio? Ukiona bakuli ndogo utapata tu kulingana na kipimo
yako,
si ndio? So agenda yangu ilikuwa for the last 5 years from 2017 was to expand your bakuli hivi. So once we expand your bakuli, then so imekuwa struggle sana ku expand your understanding the business model, why we are in this, why we are doing this. Cash flows, revenues, jui nini, impact, what that inamaanisha nini hiyo, influence, what does that mean, what's the role of music and art. So hizo ndio vitu nimekuwa understand for the last 5 years na it make sense. So sasa niko ready now for the next 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you took 5 years to just figure that out?
Yes, it's been all for 10 years been an experiment, bro. 10 years. Niko nasema nifanya concert juice ya 5 days. Inaitwa Juliani experiment. It has been an experiment all through.
Yeah. Tell us about Juliani Jeshi.
It's the same thing, an experiment. So wewe ukiwa na since I started my music, I know Mseka Baraka, I know Kevo, Volke, I know Pudo, those 3 fans.
Yeah.
Pudo, Baraka na Kevo wakosangi any concert. So jamaa anytime wana come concert. Now other people, I'm just saying them particularly.
Yeah, in particular, yeah.
Probably for the last, since I started music, wame buy each one of my albums, wame come to each one of my concerts, wame distribute songs zangu. So probably jamaa me spend probably 50k on me.
Yeah.
Since I started music. Let's just give it a number per person.
Yeah.
So huyu jamaa of course nimemfeed emotionally, nimemfeed spiritually through the music.
Yeah.
But how do I help him financially? So I want the money that you're going to spend on me as Juliani, how can we convert it into shares that you can also earn from me being an artist? So that's what we're trying to build na Juliani Jeshi. So we've been trying to do it for 3 years in Agonga Mawe. We have people who have Juliani Jeshi number. We're saying, okay, invest in me for the next, because the reason why when you started you didn't have all this.
Yeah, true, yeah.
So uligetaji do ya kuninizi vitu au kupatiwa?
Si kupatiwa.
Uli bootstrap.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Which is good, but ina take longer than it should.
Yeah.
Hebu imagine msenge kama ikwambie nakupatia 1 meter in for the next one, I'm giving you 20 million. 20 million ni ya kumake sure umefanya episodes every week, every day, ni make sure umelipa staff wako, ni make sure umemake do yako. So kazi yako ni kufikiria content tu. So that's the place we are at creatives wako too poor to think. So for me it was to figure out the financial part where let's preempt and project and say you're going to spend 50,000 in the next 3 years in Juliani. Let's use that as capital. Give me that money before you spend it then.
Yeah. Wow, amazing.
Give me that money and then I'll create value for you. I'll create value. Katuli try Juliani Jeshi big fish. Wasao uko na Juliani Jeshi number unaweza kula huko for free.
Wow.
Kama uko na Juliani Jeshi number unaweza fanya hivi. So let me create value for you. You're going to spend this money anyway on me. So give me the money initially. Let me use it as capital. Because I can't go to a bank to get money. I'm too risky.
Yeah.
I can ask people to invest in me. It doesn't make sense to them. But me, I'm seeing value every day. I mean, Juliani, man. I get, So Juliani Jeshi came from that. So that's what we've been trying to figure out for the last 3 years. So to me siwezi come sasa inafaa kufanya video for the next videos every week, every month. Where do I get the money? So lazima ni ibedo ya familia ndio niweke hapo. So nimeweka familia into
into burden
the burden familia. So that shouldn't be it. Ule msali building aliana tu kwa bank akagedo. So capital is expensive. So if you can figure out capital, then the young people will be so creative. They'll try out things. So me, before ni get watu ama ni get family, I could try out. Nazaka kwa 1 bedroom na niko tu sawa. No, I don't need this on my pay za kwa artist. So that's what we did from 3 years ago.
Wow.
Lower, build capital, and capital can be money, can be influence, can be partnerships, however you choose to measure it.
Yeah. So you feel like right now you are ready to conquer vibaya sana than you've ever done it?
No, so right now we're trying to figure out your part of capital ndio normal. So right now if we raise, I know we are trying to raise we need a valuation ya $100 million in 5 years.
$100 million.
Hiyo ndio ndogo if you think about it. But if you think about it ndio ndogo. So for us to achieve that, what do we need now? Do we need $100,000? Do we need $200,000? And $200,000 can, how do we apply it? We apply it more music, whatever. Taka Bank, we have something called Taka Bank. We can literally create waste around value, create value around waste. We have all these things. So
have you thought about selling your music as an NFT?
No, and NFT see the same concept, because NFT is the same, the marketplace.
Yeah.
The marketplace. So the same way na ku sell Boomplay, but it's a different format too.
Okay.
You get? So you see the same thing in blockchain when it started, and initially that's how blockchain and na Bitcoin ilianza, where wasal kwa na preempt, let me create value, let me invest in this idea, and then maybe retrieve value over time. So initially was tunatumia kama investment platform, but Wakenya huku they rather give you money for matanga ukiget hosi, but hardly people use the same concept ya Harambee ku invest in businesses. Because when msana kupatia do ya Harambee ya hosi ya matanga kuchangisha, anajiwanga itarudi na nakupatia roho safi. Why not do the same for businesses?
Wow.
Why not do the same for businesses? Because that's how we're going to build this country. That's how we're going to build Africa, because we're going to use the same concept we use growing to build communities, because an African community was based around community. I mean, African society was based around community. Ilikuwa uko na mahindi, mimi niko na maharagwe.
Nikulete mahindi. Okay.
That's the marketplace. So we adopted capitalism and all these things, which works if you need it, but it creates inequality. So our biggest hurdle is raising capital. Capital is too expensive, at least in our space, at least in the arts. So me could prove him say that actually I'm viable as an investment, and I take time for them, because I'm too risky. Hakuna you can't measure, there is no way to measure.
Wow. Amazing conversation. Nimekuwa nikipiga story na Juliani. Of course you guys know him, hitmaker wa Exponential Potential, among other hits, Utawala. Yani, hey, you guys, mazemi, I feel like this has been the most deep conversation ambayo nishai kuhave na anyone on this Presenter Ali show, and I'm really grateful, because naisi kwamba it has also been an eye-opening, inspiring, and also impactful interview kwangu na pia kwa mtu ambaye anatazama. So I want to take this opportunity and say asante sana.
Hakuna noma.
Thank you very much. So zungumza na mashabiki wako. Kuna wale wamekuwa kushikilia, you know, how wenye umetaja na wengine wengi, you know, they've been holding it down since those days. Maze, ongea na wao.
I mean, if the one of the secrets that I realized about myself is, if I mean, let me go to religion kidogo. So the reason why I'm for Christianity sana, of course I'm for everybody, but I'm for Christianity sana because at least Christianity hata kama inanidanganya basi inanifanya ni feel I'm too important na God can give his only begotten son just for me yani as an individual too. So mimi nimeona hiyo truth. Inaweza kuwa uongo, inaweza kuwa ni ufala, but mimi nimeona hiyo truth and me accept hiyo truth. Pia accept yako huko sawa, but yangu mimi accept hiyo. And uzuri yao Kenya nasema ni aje, nasema inasema imekuwa above everything else, imekuwa hapa. Ukicheki Hebrews inasema hivyo like 8:2, I think 8:2 if I'm not wrong. Inasema everything else iko hapa huko hapa. Una get?
Yeah.
He has placed everything under his feet, under your feet. Unaona? And putting everything under your feet, everything is subject to you. So inamaanisha wewe sahi everything bro, from sickness to do to nini iko chini yako. Unaona? So ukiunderstand your truth, you move differently.
Wow.
Si ndio ukifeel everything is under wewe. Haimaanishi wewe ni una majivuno, it just means that uko na more confidence, uko na more peace, uko na more outishituishi na life. Unaona? So your understanding kwangu ni muhimu sana, and it goes back to the identity. Once you see yourself as such, then you see yourself as somebody who's contributing, sio mtu kuchukua tu. So every time you sit na msee hivi uko na huyu jamaa anataka nini kwangu. Every time mtu yote unakaa naye, but mimi nikana hivi na naweza hadi kusaidia. Even though thinking yangu siku hizi nitakusaidiaje wewe leo.
Wow.
What do I need to do to help you grow your business? What information do I have? Do I have money? Can I give? Do I have? So I see myself from a contributor more than
a receiver.
Wow. Just a receiver.
Because
of that understanding.
Wow.
And mimi niko na access ya God ya kunipatia hizo vitu. So I manage the reality of life iko on us. I manage sina madeni ka 50. I manage I don't go through doubt. I manage everything is perfect. It just means that your understanding inanimake niwe patient kidogo. Niwe understanding, niwe loving to myself. Unaona, niji accept. Na pia inanipatia confidence ya kutry vitu mpya na kuwa na confidence of what I'm thinking. So if I'm thinking an idea, siji disqualify, because also disqualify ukiwa na idea ni aje sinitumie Juliani message nimuulize kanta ni interview, kabla utumie hiyo message unajidisqualify. Atajibu kweli ama mimi bado ni Juliani kwa anajidai mjuaji sana. Unaona? But the same fact that you send and correspond. You get, so it's your understanding helps you to navigate through life with confidence, with love, with patience. So I think hiyo ndio kitu mimi ningependa kuambia say that let's seek your understanding. Na imesema kwa Bible, seek ye first the kingdom of God. Hiyo kitu ni si rahisi kwangu also, but it's been more clear to me based on where I want to be and how I want to navigate the world. The understanding has been important to me sana, and that's how I try every day, and every moment I'm trying to remind myself that's the only thing I remind myself. So imanishi nimeifikiria na maanisha tu nikikaa hivi nisikie najikumbusha hiyo kitu ndio bado nijichoche ndio niendelee na life. Unaona, so that's the thinking I really love wasoya kwa nayo, and that's how we're going to change this country when everybody see themselves as a contributor. Pia mimi na contribute. Unataka nini kupatia leo? Kuna shida gani nikusaidie? Not kwanza kwa zama huyu jamaa nitamtoanishaje. True, that's the Kenyan way. That's how we've been taught ni hustling. No, hustling ni contributing. The reason why utanipatia do is because I'm making your life better. You get?
True,
So if you help somebody else, they're always willing to do the same for you. So that's how the country is going to change when unasanda kuvote. Usivote against people. Look at where do you want to go in the next 5 years? What are the hurdles for you to achieve where you want to go? And amongst other things, who do you think will in a presidential election, ama MCA, man, who do you think and what do they need to do to minimize these factors zile zinafanya hii kitu achieved? Unaona hizo vitu tatu. Where do I want to be in the next 5-10 years? What are the barriers for me to achieve these things? And kwa umse navotia, who amongst them can literally minimize these barriers.
Yeah.
Sindio?
Yeah.
So that for me to achieve this. So that's how I'm thinking about history yote.
Wow. Amazing sana. Unapiga kura kesho?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Wow, unapigia sehemu gani?
Sehemu?
Kibera. Kibera. Wow, amazing. Kwa hivyo watu wangu nguvu, nimekuwa nikipiga story na Juliani. Thank you once more for coming. Asante sana. Imekuwa pleasure. By the way, the thing you said about sending that text, I think iko na kila creator, iko na kila msanii. They're always like, nitumei text, nitishe collab ama nitumei text nifanye hivi, and they're very scared. Many 90% don't send. So,
no, people don't do that.
Yeah. So for anyone out there, you want to send that risky text, make that risky call,
even
just do it.
Even saying out loud, kayok tumekwambia kuhusu $100 million.
Yeah, it looks so huge, it looks so scary.
Yeah, but me because the more I say things, the more they come to life. So me no mupa yuka mbaya siku hizi. So when I was doing a 5-day concert in Nairobi Startup Week, I didn't have the money to do it. I don't have the resources to do it. Nikapigia a few people, mimi nafikiria kuduin. Mimi naona nikifanya hii. By hiyo step peke yake ni a step of faith. And then now all the pieces start coming together. Understanding start making sense. With that understanding, it can make sure wacha ni push, nifanye before, nifanye nini. You get? So by saying it, and you don't need to be right.
Wow.
You don't need to be right. Nobody, hakuna mtu atakuchapa umesema. Unaona? So me, I say things. I need this. And God is faithful. He honors it in his timing. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you very much. Once more nimekuwa nikipiga story na Juliani. Mimi ni presenter Ali. Your entertainment PA, the A is always for amazing. Big shout out kwa mwanangu nguvu yuko behind the camera. Genius, anaitwa director captain. Siku zote ukitaka kufanikiwa usipende kusifiwa. I'll see you guys in the next episode.